What's good, Ravens fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another Raven Space reaction. Today, we are going to react to NBC Sports. They're going to talk about Lamar's contract, and we'll see what they say. I'm not going to lie. There's a little biased because I'm not a fan of Mike Florio's point of view on this, but we'll get right into it.
The first comment, Lamar Jackson is a league MVP, still hasn't broken the bank. Ravens, you're on the hot seat. Give that man the $250 million guaranteed before you write a check your ass can't cash. Response, he wants more than that. They've already offered that. Here comes Lamar. No, they didn't.
I love it.
Lamar. I mean, it's great.
I like this
and then
part
there was
too.
A response.
Yeah.
As much as I love Lamar, a fully guaranteed deal is just bad business. Just because a horrible franchise, the Cleveland Browns, did horrible business, giving Watson that contract doesn't mean other teams should follow. Honestly, I'm hoping Lamar gets a 10-year, $500 million deal. Response, you don't love Lamar.
That's a great response.
Tell him. Wait a minute. Hey, that's a great response. Tell him, Lamar. Dog, you don't want me to get all the money I can get? You don't love me, okay? You can't. Hey, listen, I play a sport where tomorrow anything can happen. I gotta get all my money I can get, okay? My career is only going to be, if we do average careers, you know, again, he's a quarterback and he's an MVP, so his career will be longer than average. But, you know, anything can happen. We look at Andrew Luck. We all thought he was going to have a long, successful career. And, you know, where is he at now, right? Hopefully he's enjoying his life, but he's not on the football field. So you don't love Lamar if that's what you're saying. So I'm with Lamar on that one.
And the best one was this, because, and this exchange continued. There were so many tweets to try to pick through, but the user Hitman1600 making the point, hey, look, sometimes these guys grow up in a place and they want to play for that team. And the point was made, you know, maybe Lamar grew up in South Florida, wants to play for the Dolphins. His response, I grew up a Dallas fan, but Dolphins were second, no doubt. He did not say, I'm a Raven for life. I grew up a Dallas fan. Dolphins were second. So then there also was eventually a
So for that one, I'm gonna stop that one really quickly because I do want to say something. That one is a little bit more of a stretch to me. You guys know Lamar has said that he wants to be a Raven forever in the past. Like now things could have changed. You know, they could have done this or that. But he has said in the past that he wants to be a Raven forever. And he also has trust tattooed on, TRUZZ tattooed on him. And he has a tattoo that says family with big purple wings. So, you know, I think he wants to be a Raven, but he wants that money. And again, this is a business. So everybody acts like it's a business until it's time for players to act like it's a business. And then everybody wants to get cheap. So
picture of Lamar wearing the Dolphins uniform. The Photoshop skills are endless on social media. There it is. Hey, I've look. They get this done.
Boo.
I know that really.
We don't want that. Boo. Let's fast forward. We're gonna fast forward past that part. We don't want that.
But at some point, you got to focus on the season.
Hey, we listen. I want the best for Lamar too. Okay, I really do. I really want the best for Lamar. Lamar, please. Hey, this is my plea to you. Please, listen. We'll get it done here. Miami's fun. I've been in Miami. It's awesome. It's always warm, you know. But we love you here in Baltimore. So, you know, please stay for Jason and the Ravens fans. Thank you.
At some point, they got a 3-day break coming up after the cuts, and then they get back and they start practicing, getting ready for week 1. Lamar Jackson is going to have less time than ever once they come back from their 3-day break and start focusing on getting ready for week 1. So, and if it does not happen this year, it may never happen. There's a chance he never signs a long-term deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and he ends up in a different uniform as soon as next year.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Again, it's still crazy where we're at in this.
Again, I don't want to, you know, I know they're on TV. They got to try to, you know, make it interesting, right? I'm trying to make it interesting for you guys too. But sure, he may never do it again. But usually in these situations, especially if you got a player like Lamar, he'll get franchise tagged, and then they'll discuss more in that time period. And again, I don't know. There's really here's what it's coming down to. Lamar it's clear from everything that's happening. Lamar is saying, I need more than Kyler, and I need it fully guaranteed. Want a Kyler Murray, fully guaranteed. That's it. Yes or no? And the Ravens are trying to say, oh, no, we should go down. See, like the agent will get you to go down, right? Hey, Lamar, go down. This is a good deal. Lamar's like, nah, dog. I'm better than Kyler. And I want it fully guaranteed. So we'll see. And again, the truth is we got to get here, guys. It is crazy what happened to Jimmy Garoppolo, where he's in his last year, his deal. None of his money is guaranteed. So he had to sign a deal that said $7 million. This fake money on contracts is not good for the players. It's not good. So this has to happen. It's happened in basketball, and no one complains about that. It happened in baseball a long time ago. No one complains about that. We have to get past this mentality of football players with these fake contracts. We got to stop it.
Situation. And, to play off what you said there, I would think that if this doesn't get done by that 3-day break, I would think that 3-day break needs to be the time where, they break some bread and try to figure out the contract here. They got to figure it out. I hope Lamar doesn't leave town or something like that. I hope he stays there and tries to figure this out. I want Lamar to get his money. I do. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. He's a hell of a player. He deserves it. As we know, it's weird here. It's weird. We know he was offered more guaranteed money than Kyler Murray, which he should be. He's better than Kyler Murray. He's been better than Kyler Murray. He's led his team to the playoffs, every year except for last year where he got hurt at the end of the year. He's won an MVP. All right. But I think what we are finding.
And not only he's better than Kyler Murray, the number one guy in guarantees is Deshaun Watson. And it's arguable he's better than Deshaun Watson. Now, does he throw as well as Deshaun? No. But as a whole package, who impacts winning more? And the answer is obviously Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson's never been a starter for an entire year and won 4 games. He also doesn't have any cases against him. But hey, I won't go there, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Finding out here a little bit is the Deshaun Watson contract is an issue. It's an issue. And
it should be.
And it's not his, like we talked about this last week, right? It's not his fault that it's an issue. I'm sorry. The dumb owner in Cleveland paid, quarterback in trouble, stupid money. So he's going,
direct
wait,
all complaints to
I've just done all this. I've done all of this and more than Deshaun Watson. So I should get that. And that's the problem here. He didn't set the market. Dumb owner in Cleveland did. I'm sorry. I'm just having fun here. I don't mean that literally. But you know what I mean.
And again, right, this is what we're talking about. And this is the part that I'm not messing with. I was about to say a curse word, sorry. That I'm not messing with. Chris Sims is completely right here. The market dictates the price. We have to, again, why is it when it comes to our quarterback, the market stops dictating the price? Dak Prescott has never been a top 5 quarterback in this league, ever. That he's never have. Never. Okay? He's never impacted winning on even a tiny fraction of the same level that Lamar has. But when his contract came up and he was next in line, he set the market. Deshaun Watson, he came up, and again, Cleveland is stupid, but they set the market. Kyler sets the market. Kyler is worse than all of them. Kyler can't win games to save his life when it matters at the end of the year. So let's be real. Again, I don't like it that when it's our turn, when it's our quarterback's turn, our team is getting a little scared. I don't understand that, but y'all know, I know y'all disagree. It's fine. I know y'all want, go with the man, go with the billionaires. I get it, but
yeah, but it's fine. And look, here's the reality. And I think this is part of the deeper push and pull that's going on. Once is an accident, twice is a trend. Wise man once said that pretty much every week on ESPN Sunday NFL Countdown, Primetime, whatever. It was one of Chris Berman's go-to lines. So you've got the Deshaun Watson deal, 5 years fully guaranteed, $230 million. Is it an aberration, or is it the start of something that's going to continue? Well, here's the Kyler Murray deal that isn't $230 million fully guaranteed. And one of the issues is, does the owner have the cash available to put the amount of money in escrow that is required by this stupid, outdated funding rule that was put in place to protect players, but now is used against them because owners don't want to put, and some of them can't put that much cash in an account to ensure that it's there. Because the idea was, hey, some of these teams may become insolvent back in the 60s, 70s, et cetera. Nobody's going broke now. There's so much TV money coming through every year. They're always going to be able to pay these guys. You don't need to put the money in escrow. But that's the pushback. That's the counter to it. So it's kind of like the third game of a 3-game series here. This is the rubber match.
So this is an interesting point. And if you guys don't know, there is a clause that says exactly what Mike Florio is saying. And again, I said, I'm biased against Florio on this specific topic, but when it comes to the rules and the laws and the bylaws of the NFL and even of the legal system in general, he is excellent at that. He used to be a lawyer, so I don't dislike him as a commentator. I don't know him as a person, but just on this topic, we disagree. But what I will say is that he makes it clear. But again, Steve Bisciotti, if you guys don't know, you can look this up. Steve Bisciotti is the richest man in the state of Maryland, right? He is the richest man in the state of Maryland, right? He got it, okay? He has this money. So, and if he don't got it, he can get it. Especially, I don't know how much money the Baltimore Ravens makes him, but if you have a house that's making you, however much money a month, and something happens and you got to sell a TV, right? Because if you're short on cash for some reason, you sell this TV for one time, you get $1,000 so you can pay your house, but then the house keeps on bringing money. You just let the house bring money and then you get a new TV, right? So this is what's happening here. Pay Lamar, do whatever you got to do to get the money if you don't have it, which I don't think he doesn't. And then the Ravens will keep on giving you money. Again, richest man in Maryland. So, again, I can't feel bad for the richest man in Maryland. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Does Lamar Jackson get Baltimore to do what Cleveland did, or will it be 2 in a row without a fully guaranteed deal? Then you have a stronger argument that the Deshaun Watson deal was an aberration. I still think Russell Wilson's next deal will be fully guaranteed, frankly, and maybe others, maybe Joe Burrow's as well, although I don't know that Mike Brown has the cash to put it all in escrow. But that's the key, and it's clearly one of the big messages from his tweet. He wants a fully guaranteed deal. Jay Glazer said that a week or so ago. We've talked about it. He wants, and he should. He should. I don't care how dumb the Browns were. They have crossed a river that cannot be uncrossed. And now Steve Bisciotti has to decide, do I want to swim in that river or do I want to risk not having Lamar Jackson? And it all comes down to this at the end of the day. Lamar Jackson wants a fully guaranteed deal. Okay, fine. The Ravens just say we're not going to do it. Here's the best we're going to do. And we talked about this with Roquan Smith. We've talked about it with Lamar Jackson. At some point, you get their best offer on the table and you got to make the decision, the grown-up adult decision. Do I play for $23 million with no guarantee beyond this year? And who knows what's going to happen in 2023? Or do I take the best offer they're willing to pay me? So hopefully they put their best offer on the table at some point and he can make that assessment. But there's a chance his assessment is, I'll roll the dice. I'll bet on myself. I'll bet. Guys are wired to bet on themselves because they always think they're going to win that bet.
I know. It's just, it's a
great. I mean, that's a great breakdown from Mike Florio there. It's time to put up or shut up, I think. And again, I don't think that this is the last time we'll talk about this. If it doesn't happen, again, you have next off season. There's a time to discuss contracts and stuff like that. But again, if I'm Lamar and next season comes, I do the same thing I did this season. Hey, Steve, Eric, I'll talk to you guys when the season starts again next time. Because, guess what? Or whenever the deadline is, to be fair, whenever the deadline is for franchise tagging. Because if, someone gets paid again after me, before me, the price goes up. So it ain't no rush, dog. I'm going to get my money. And that's how Lamar feels. I'm going to get it regardless. I saw Dak Prescott, his knee bend the other way, and he got, $30 million a year. So, and I'm better than him. So, let's get it,
It's a risky bet. And again, I don't know what they're offering, but we know it's somewhere in between the Watson money and the Kyler Murray money. And that's just, gosh, if it's $190 million, $200 million guaranteed, wow. I wonder if he'd take the Watson deal, just plain and simple, right off if they just said 5 years, 230 guaranteed, would he take it? Or does he want even a little bit more than that? I don't know either there, but I'd be interested to know.
I think he'll take the Watson
I also
deal.
want to go, there's a lot of things here where I also want to go, wait, if you're offering 195 million guaranteed or 109, like, I don't know, then damn, just go to 230.
Just go to 230.
Let's get it done with.
All right, listen, I got to stop on this because I don't disagree. I really don't disagree with much that they're saying. Chris Sims is 100% right. When you're a billionaire, right, and your team makes profit, remember, it doesn't matter. The truth is, it doesn't matter how much you pay Lamar Jackson, your team will still make money. Listen to me. It doesn't matter how much you pay him. Your team will still make money. Okay. So if you're 20 million away and you're a billionaire and your team, is worth $4 billion, $3 billion, come on. You're playing hardball. I get it. You have to negotiate, but let's be real. So I thought this was an excellent video from them. Shout out to people at NBC Sports. Shout out to Chris Sims. Shout out to Mike Florio. This is an excellent one. I think I agree on a lot of it. So I'm gonna give this an all pro. And so this was awesome. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. So let me know, guys, if you enjoyed this. We are going to have another channel separate for reactions. This channel will have all of the stuff that we usually do, features. We're going to add more stuff. We're going to do highlights soon. We're going to break down film. But specifically for highlights, we'll have another channel so you can get all the nerdy highlights. And I know not a lot of you guys like the coaches' interviews and stuff like that. So we'll have that on a separate channel. So thank you guys so much, and go Ravens.